Dome Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, y'all, let's go to that middleweight division. We got some pretty good news, I would say. The IBF, the title that Gennady Golovkin was stripped of, and rightfully so, to be honest with you, straight up at the beginning, um, they've ordered a pretty good fight. You know, they're mandatory in Sergey Derevyanchenko, 12-0, versus Daniel Jacobs. Right? Daniel Jacobs, most would know notably of late for his good fight against Johnny Golovkin, where many thought he even won that fight. That's the best thing on your resume right there. You don't have to go further. Johnny Golovkin is going to be one of these awesome middleweights. If you went 12 rounds with him and arguably beat him, then you're doing good by yourself. You know, it has to be. Can't be both ways. So Daniel Jacobs is the man. So that's a good fight that they've mandated. The mandatory versus the number one. That's good. Let's see what happens going forward. Now, Daniel Jacobs is also in talks because if Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin doesn't materialize, Canelo's camp is saying that they've offered Daniel Jacobs that date on September 15th. Well, you know, that's something they better figure out quick because I don't think that Daniel Jacobs would fall for the same thing Gennady Golovkin did. You know, Canelo has these dates he fights on the Mexican holidays and all that good stuff, right? But I personally don't think that Canelo's going to fight Daniel Jacobs, right? I think they're just using Daniel Jacobs' name for leverage with the negotiations with Gennady Golovkin. I don't think Canelo is going to fight Daniel Jacobs next, judging by behavior patterns. I don't see it. It would be great. It would be a great thing, but I do not think so. Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna say that ain't happening. So if I was Daniel Jacobs, I would go get a title, right, to make sure of something. If Canelo can only fight on them dates, then holler at me in next May. But in the meantime, I'm be handling my business, right? Because Canelo, my opinion, he's fighting Spike O'Sullivan. That's who's going to be next. And he's going to be allowed to do so, and it's good for him. Whatever. You know, so we see other boxers getting away with stuff. That's what Canelo going to do. So Danny Jacobs should probably go and take this fight. If not, well, I'm telling you, Andre or Charlo going to take it. Something. Because everybody's bunched up in these sanctioned bodies now. It's the same names all over the place. So let's see what happens going forward. I think that's good that IBF does that. It'd be a good fight. Let's see if it gets signed anytime soon. Or will Daniel Jacobs go ahead and fight Canelo? Maybe that will happen. Maybe I'm wrong about that. And then Derevyanchenko fights the next guy up, which will probably be Andre. Because I think Charlo going to stay at the WBC so he can keep that pressure on Gennady Golovkin. So I think that's who Charlo wants to fight. So let's see what happens. That's good middleweight news. Had to holler at y'all. Don't Sports Talk worldwide. I don't out of here, y'all.